Hello, everyone. It's so nice to be back to my routine. I had been on a meditative sabbatical for the last couple of months. For me, getting back to my roots, my village, is the way of re energizing myself, which makes me more productive. Even though I have tried to be in touch through my videos whenever an important transit came up, y'all were always on my mind and heart. The overwhelming response that I get from my subscribers keeps me going and invigorated. And now that I am rejuvenated, I would not find a better time than now to start my work again in earnest and share my knowledge with the world at large, especially when on the 1st of April, the new moon enters Aries. The most important transit of the year is the nodes transit. Rahu Ketu transit, which started on March 12th last month, 2022, and finally settled in on March 17th, 2022. This transit of Rahu in Aries and Ketu in Libra has happened after 18 years and will last for 18 months. For those who are well versed in astrology, do understand the importance of this transit, as in Vedic astrology, these planets are termed as the life changing planets. I have specifically chosen to upload this video of awareness on the 31st of March as the nodes belong to the moon, which reflects our inner core, and the new moon, which is going to be 11 degrees in Aries on the 1st of April, that is tomorrow, helps us understand the way forward. The new moon in Aries also helps re engineer our minds effortlessly because the North Node points towards progress. From the past 15 days, we could feel subtle changes in our lives. The energy around was overwhelming. Many of you would have experienced situations which emerged most unexpectedly, yet willingly you felt like embracing them. In the novel of Anna Karenina, Leo Tolstoy very well said, "Spring is the time to start all new things." It's the universe's message. The nodes which make us realize our truth are settling in the sign of Aries and Libra. I have always apprised you of the nodes and insisted the fact that Rahu helps you progress forward provided you recognize and leave behind the tendencies, attitude, situations, or people that have been draining your energies and holding you back. Again, at the cost of repeating myself, the nodes make us realize our truth. And since the north node is in Aries, it tells us that your way to progress is provided you recognize and leave behind the tendencies, attitude, situation, or people that have been draining your energies and holding you back. So, ironically, this Rahu Ketu, which is the North Node and the South Node transit, which is now in the first house of the zodiac and seventh house, respectively, helps us understand the wisdom of relationships. Rahu in Aries initiates the fact that progress in life can only happen when we act independently and take responsibility of our own actions. Since Ketu, the south node, always is in the opposite sign, and now when Rahu is in Aries, Ketu automatically gets into the seventh house, which is Libra, and this house represents the house of relationships. Give it a thought. This basically means you need to focus on your love and passion. This is applicable to both your personal and your professional life. Understand yourself, question yourself. What is it that you want? How are you going to achieve, and why do you want to do what you desire to do? Now look in the opposite direction where Ketu is positioned. It holds an answer to all your problems and why obstacles are coming your way in achieving what you desire. It's all about relationships. The relationship you have with your inner core, the relationship which you have with people outside. So if you're going to rely on the endorsements or appreciations of what other people think about you, then, but of course, you will end up frustrated and a loser. Now, what you need to do is to leave the tendency of dependency and build a strong relationship with your inner self, with your inner core. Develop the self belief and the convictions of your heart. When you fall in love with yourself and are passionate about your values, manifesting your dreams and achieving them becomes tentatively easier. And this way, you achieve your health, your wealth, and your happiness. As rightly said, that pain is physical, suffering is mental. Suffering is due entirely when we cling to a certain habit, become a slave to that habit. Basically, it is a sign of our unwillingness to move on. Now, Rahu in Aries gives you an opportunity to contemplate and then initiate your dreams. The Lord of Aries is Mars. Remember, it urges us to act. Mars is all about action. Though we have been made to understand that according to Vedic astrology, Rahu and the house of Mars are enemies. I beg to differ here a little bit. I just understand it this way that action taken without contemplation or deliberation or without changing our attitude, nothing can be achieved. So you need to deliberate, you need to contemplate on what action you need to take. Ketu in Libra helps us understand the relationship we have with ourselves. Change your focus, return to yourself, look inward, and understand that no problem can be solved from the same level of consciousness that created it. The last word of Gautam Buddha was samasti. It means remember what your inner space and inner strength is all about. Just introspect from time to time and change what you need to change so that the fear of anything and everything is released from the root core from within. The self belief and the self esteem that you build up when you resurrect yourself helps you move forward in life. So, in two words, reorient yourself and reclaim your true self. The last 15, 16 days was all about feeling the change of energies. Starting 1st of April, when the new moon co-joins Rahu, the north node, it's the perfect time of manifesting and initiating changes that will help you carve your path for success. The earlier you realize and start making the changes, the faster you will see your dream unfolding and giving you the happiness that you so deserve. The universe gives us opportunities once in 18 years to understand ourselves and become the person we want to be. So, with Rahu Ketu transiting the first and the seventh house, makes us aware of the fact that the relationship that we build with ourselves helps us to build good relationships with others. We have 18 months at our disposal to create the world we desire to create. To strengthen your inner core, focus on self development, self realignment. The words you speak to yourself are the most important words in the world. So do a little bit of self talking. Only your willpower can help you break free and move forward. Tomorrow, the 1st of April, when the new moon is in Aries, it's time of making or doing your manifestations. Start with a clean slate, get your priorities correct, and visualize yourself being the person you want to be and living the life that you want to live. Drop all fears and move into the world of love and passion. Love yourself and be passionate about your dream. Where Rahu shows you the way forward, Ketu helps you heal from within when you transform yourself. I will definitely be speaking about what each zodiac has to do. But meanwhile, you need to look into your natal charts and understand that which house is being represented by Aries and which house is being represented by Libra in your charts. And I would generally be telling you what each zodiac sign needs to do during this transit. You follow it and always stay blessed.